versus the 9th-seeded Hawks of Monmouth University in today's opening quarterfinal matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your starting lineups. For Monmouth, a 5'8" junior forward from Freehold, New Jersey, 00 Sarah Olson.
Live from the Times Union Center in Albany, New York, it's Quinnipiac University women's basketball. Today, the Bobcats take on the Hawks of Monmouth University in the MAAC Conference quarterfinals. Hi, everybody. Bill Schweitzer, Bill Mecca, and Bob Tipson with you. Two teams being introduced to the folks here at the Times Union Center, and we are set to go. This is the first quarterfinal matchup of the day. Bobcats looking to move on to the semis.
Well, it's a much anticipated game. As we mentioned last night that when Mountain joined us at halftime of that game, a little bit about, I went to that woman's locker room the other day, and still on that board is the memory of what took place last year. And through a long season and frustrations, whatever it may be, usually those things are wiped away for some reason. Someone pulls it down. Let's focus on this year only. But it's been a mission for them and a reminder on a daily basis in terms of what they had and what got taken away from them, and they've really used that as a catalyst to where they are today.
Yeah, and you're right. It got taken away from them because they had that 17-point lead, in the second half, and then it just dissolved. And I think that really stung a lot. And, sometimes you get beat by 17 or 18, and you kind of go, hey, that was a better team out there today. But I really think this team last year thought they were the best team in the league. And I think that's why it's still up there on that board.
I think everybody in the building thought, well, this is it. Marist's run is over with in that championship game last year when you got to halftime. But Red Foxes just, like champions do. They just came out swinging in the second half and put the Bobcats away. There's 9 people on this Quinnipiac team that were there at that game. A lot of them played in the game. Some of them were on the bench and watched it, but that bad taste stays in your mouth.
Right, and it always makes it better when you know that we're better than every team that we're playing against. The advantage of the fact is, listen, it stung, but we're going to take it and then have the realization that we're the best, and we might have the best players at every position in the majority of the games they play. So I'm looking forward to see the start of the game and see if there are any nerves, certainly from Monmouth's end. I don't anticipate anything from Quinnipiac other than what they've done all year. What I do think is, and I'm going to go out on a limb because that's where the fruit is, look for Jazz Martin to have the best basketball tournament of any player in this Quinnipiac team. She's been like that mother hen out there, letting all the other little birdies take from the nest and take the food. And she's just kind of sat back, developing herself personally, but giving herself up on the team. Look for Jazz to step up and be very, very productive.
All right, Bobcats move left to right in their home whites, dark blue numbers in gold trim. Val Driscoll will jump it up against Sophie Beaudry. And we are underway. The tip controlled by Monmouth. Into the front court comes Jasmine Walker, picks up the ball, gives to Offenbach, top of the key. Now they put it in the hands of Helena Kurt. Kurt, the point guard, throws it over to the bench and fires it out of bounds.
Got a little bounce to the step, and they just threw it over there to the coaching staff. So good defense by Quinnipiac.
Full court pressure by Monmouth. Abshire picks up her dribble, gives to Guastella, gets a pass back, brings it into the front court. Into the right corner it goes for Jazz Martin. Top of the key, Guastella open for 3. Short, rebound, tipped back, goes out of bounds, and last touched by Monmouth.
I was surprised you got Guastella open that time coming off of that zone defense. Wasn't guarded at all.
Guastella will inbound it from side court. We're a half minute in, no score in the game. Inbounded to Abshire, top of the key. Abshire to the right side, gives to Ostergaard at the top of the key. Ostergaard moves to the left side, moves to the baseline, to the basket, kicks it out for Abshire. Puts up a 3. Good.
Well, they're starting already. 2 threes, two attempts at the three-point arc, and 1 goes in.
Kurt brings it into the front court for Monmouth. Gets to Offenbach on the left side. Into the left corner it goes for Olsen. Her jump way off the mark and rebounded by the Bobcats. Ostergaard hands it off to Abshire, and Abshire brings it out of the backcourt. Picks up the dribble, down low for Driscoll, knocked away. Driscoll recovers, hands it back to Abshire for another 3. Good!
Now, we've seen Abshire now in a couple games take the first couple shots in the perimeter to have the defense focus on her, and then she'll stop distributing the ball.
6-0, Bobcats lead it. We're a minute and a half in, and an offensive foul goes against Monmouth. Offenbach pushing off and turning the ball over.
Not a great start offensively for Monmouth, to say the least.
Inbounded to Abshire, pressured in the backcourt, runs away from a double team, quickly into the front court, gives to Martin in the right corner. Martin back to Abshire, right side of the key, returns to Martin, puts up a three. Rims the basket, no good. Rebound to the floor, picked up by Monmouth. Walker runs it out of the backcourt. Walker to the left side, slices to the basket, underneath, and then steps on the baseline and turns it over.
Well, pretty good defense in terms of how Monmouth played, and then on the blowout, I think she over dribbled. She could have passed the ball and maybe had it a 2-on-1 situation.
Again, Abshire takes the inbounds, pressure in the backcourt. This time she's easily into the front court with it, with Kurt with her. Gives it left side for Ostergaard, now to the right side for Jazz Martin. Martin off a pick, on the pick and roll, gives it to Driscoll, who lays it in.
You got to get a timeout for Monmouth. Real great pick and roll, NBA style that time. Comes off hard, lob pass, and really efficient early offense for Quinnipiac.
We're 2 minutes in, and the Bobcats have an 8-0 lead, and Monmouth calls a timeout.
I've been in these positions before where I pretended as a coach that my team could play with a team that was better with them. I've called timeouts in this position 8-0, and what I honestly was thinking to myself is, we're in trouble. But you can't say that. And you can't say that to your team. Yeah. So whatever you're saying, they're not buying, right? So, no, I don't need a vacuum cleaner. We're in trouble here, and they're in trouble.
Plus, you want to make sure that at the end of the game you've used all the timeouts because you don't want anybody to say you didn't coach.
No, I didn't want any more timeouts. I wanted the game to end. So, but I pretended to coach early on. They're in trouble.
All right, both teams out on the court. Monmouth off the 32nd timeout, trailing 8-0. Coming up court with it, Helena Kurt, the point guard, comes across midcourt, picked up by Martin, off a pick to the right side, slices to the basket, dishes, and it's stolen by Ostergaard. Tried to pass it off on her way through the lane. Ostergaard brings it into the front court, stutter steps, down the right side, into the lane, underneath Driscoll, and she lays it in.
Scooby-Doo, how you do?
What a great pass.
No look to Driscoll, who is wide open, and it's 10-0, the Bobcats. Kurt out of the backcourt, right side, Offenbach. Three-point shot off the back rim, no good. Rebound tipped back, taken by Offenbach. They keep it alive now. Olsen for three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Ostergaard. Ostergaard throws it ahead. Abshire into the front court, fires up ahead for Martin. Drives, reverse layup, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Abshire, back up, no good. Rebound is tipped and taken by Kurt. Back the other way comes Monmouth. 10-0. Bobcats lead it. We've played 3 minutes. Left side it goes to Offenbach. Now top of the key for Walker. Jasmine Walker down the left side. Pull up, jump. It's short. Rebound comes down. Knocked out of bounds and last touched by Monmouth.
A good half-court defense by Quinnipiac and contesting everything, and really good start. And you're going to get the gold rush in here now. And these are the parts of the game where, listen, I'm not being critical in the least bit, but the way my starters played, this is a game I think I let them go a little bit longer. And at the 12-minute mark, maybe put this group in.
Well, and plus you got a day off tomorrow, so
all right,
let them play.
Inbounded to Schuin. She gets it to Fay. Those two on the floor with Ramos and Martucci and Napolitano. They get it across midcourt against the pressure. Now to Fay, top of the key, holds the ball, gives along the left sideline for Martucci. Martucci puts the ball on her hip, gives to Schuin, top of the key. Schuin holds. Now flips along the left sideline for Fay. 9 on the shot clock. Fay in the corner. Gets it to Napolitano with 5. Long three. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Monmouth. Walker runs it up court for the Hawks. Walker down the right side to the basket. Up for the shot. No good, but she's fouled.
You saw the difference now in terms of that offensive set for Quinnipiac without Ostergaard in there and without the starters in there in terms of how easy offense was coming to them. And that time Monmouth pressured up a little bit, and you saw Quinnipiac in a half-court set backing up.
Plus the ball never reversed, Billy. It stayed on one side of the floor, and it never really got spacing in terms of getting the ball reversed and maybe looking inside or get somebody on the skip pass.
So Walker gets Monmouth on the board with a free throw. 10-1, Bobcats out in front here in the early going. Walker, one more foul shot coming. Flips up and hits. So Jasmine Walker with 2 foul shots, and it's a 10-2 Bobcat lead. Full court pressure by Monmouth, inbounded. Now Fay dribbles the ball, throws to Schuin. The two bigs bringing it up into the front court. It goes to Ramos. Ramos along the left sideline into the left corner. Martucci drives, lays it up, and she is clobbered. So Adelie Martucci will go to the line and shoot for the Bobcats.
Well, nice job breaking pressure that time. They threw it ahead, and Martucci got it to the corner and went one-on-one. So good press break by Quinnipiac that time.
You know, I just want to say one thing. Disturbing loss by the Bobcat men last night. Their season comes to an end. The team is here as a team, players, coaches, to watch and root on the Quinnipiac women.
Oh, that's nice, right? Because the easiest thing to do is to lick your wounds and feel sorry for yourself and head back on the bus and get back to Hamden and go to work if she makes the free throw. But good move by Tommy Moore and the staff, bringing the kids here and showing a little bit of unity.
2 free throws by Martucci. It's a 12-2 Bobcat lead. Pass into the front court to Walker. Goes up for the shot, and she's fouled. It was Ramos fouling her from behind. That brings us to a timeout. 15:55 remaining in the first half. Quinnipiac 12, Monmouth 2. We'll be right back.
Congratulations, Bill, on getting them here to the game.
Thank you, Bob. Seems to me that he wouldn't even have to ask
Right.
an opinion on that matter, right, and be able to be nudged in that. There should have been, after 8 years, there should be no doubt you know what coach is going to do, right?
Their offices are right next door to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on.
Honestly, as an administrator, you got to figure, okay, yeah, I know they're going to be here, but that was the first thing we thought about. Now I'm sure he doesn't want to send them, you know?
And secure your seats today.
$15 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the first half. Bobcats have shot out to a 12-2 lead over Monmouth. Boo Abshire got them started with back-to-back three-point field goals.
Yeah, they exploded out of a cannon, no doubt, and Monmouth was stunned a little bit, clearly. And you bring the second unit in, and while they've done a good job in terms of just keeping the score where it is with a 10-point deficit, I was looking for that first team to stay in just a little bit longer and get up 18 points early and then not worry about the rest of the game.
Jasmine Walker at the line. She will shoot 2 for Monmouth. Walker hit 2 free throws a moment ago for their first points of the afternoon. Her first is good.
Get some pressure here by Monmouth. I think Quinnipiac's got to continue to attack down the other end.
So Walker, one more free throw coming up with the right hand and hits. 12-4. The inbounds pass by Fay is thrown past Shewan and out of bounds, so turned over to Monmouth.
I think she forgot she can run the baseline on that because she stood in one spot and tried to throw the ball across the key.
Tricia Fabry trying to say that it was tipped out of bounds by Monmouth, and she, I think, is going to convince the officials to go and check out the video.
I don't think they can check the video until the final 2 minutes of a half or the end of the game. I think they can discuss it.
Well, they are discussing it.
I think the one official said, he pointed as if it was going to go the other, Quinnipiac's way.
Yeah, and it is going to go Quinnipiac's way. So it's batted out of bounds by Monmouth. Bobcats will throw in from side court now. Fay looking, now gets it into Shewan. Shovels it to Ramos, fires up ahead. Martucci ahead of the field, misses the layup. Rebounded by Monmouth. Kurt brings it up court quickly, gives it left side. Bethune for 3 is an air ball. Ball goes out of bounds and knocked out off Quinnipiac. Good play by Walker. She went over Ramos' shoulder. Ramos is going to let the ball go out of bounds. Went over his shoulder and banged the ball off Ramos and out.
Easier play would have been Ramos just to get the rebound.
Yeah. Kurt will put up a 3 off the inbounds. No good. Rebound run into the corner and knocked out of bounds by Monmouth.
It was a real good feed that time by Ramos into a dashing Martucci. A little too hard off the glass, but wide open.
Inbounded to Ramos. Double teamed. Gets it away to Fay, and Fay will bring it into the front court, into the left corner. Martucci for 3. Good.
I like how they're pushing the ball. The corners are wide open against Monmouth's pressure.
15-4. The Bobcats in front here. We've played almost 5 minutes. Left side it goes. Mitchell puts up a 3 and hits. Boy, I didn't even jump. That was a set shot.
Looked like Frank Vieira back in the 1940s.
Up court comes Fay, gets it on the left side for Ramos, drives into the lane to the basket, shot blocked by Mitchell, rolls to the floor, picked up by Schuin, gets it out, Martucci, her jump, short, and it's rebounded by Bethune. Bethune runs it up court for Monmouth. 15-7, Bobcats in front, left corner, Walker for 2, it's good.
Yeah, Walker's woke up a little bit, and Monmouth's played pretty good against Quinnipiac's second team.
Whistle and a foul. On the inbound attempt, it'll be a non-shooting foul, and with that, the starting unit back in for the Bobcats. Abshire, Martin, Guastella, Ostergaard, and Driscoll.
Well, I think, as soon as the goal rush team came in, the press really kind of bothered them a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
15-9, Bobcats lead it. They give it to Guastella at a high post. Down low to Driscoll. Her shot blocked out of bounds by Mitchell. And into the ball game. Horvatinovic. Jenny Horvatinovic in for Monmouth.
Well, they knew they had to give her an easy first name after the last name, did right?
Baby. Inbounded, Driscoll drives and lays it in.
She keeps the ball just above her head, man. She give a clinic to both men and women post players on how to play the position correctly.
17-9, the Bobcats lead it. Just over 14 minutes to play in the half. Horvatinovic puts up the jump, no good, and Guastella lets it go out of bounds, and it goes over to the Bobcats.
Sam should grab it because you get no point, you get no rebounds for a team rebound. Grab the ball.
Inbounded, Abshire brings it up court, splits through a double team, gives it in the right corner for Martin. Puts up a 3. Good.
Game's not fair when Quinnipiac starters plays, right?
Especially you can get the ball to the corner with nobody on you.
Yeah, it's not a fair game.
20-9, the Bobcats. 13:50 remaining in the half. Into the left corner it goes for Olsen. Olsen drives, now pulls up for the jump. It's in and out, no good. Rebound is tipped. Taken by Bethune in the lane, dishes it back out to Walker. Gives it along the right sideline now for Horvatinovic. Into the lane, Bethune dumps it into the corner now. Horvatinovic pulls up for the jump, short, rebounded by Driscoll. Driscoll gets it away to Abshire. Abshire looks up, brings it into the front court for the Bobcats. Bounces it down low, Guastella up with the jump hook, off the rim, no good. Rebound is tipped and taken by Driscoll. Gets it out, Ostergaard, top of the key, Guastella for 3. Good.
She was too close inside there when she shot that. She's got to shoot the threes.
Great effort by Quinnipiac, and you're going to get a timeout, and I think you're going to get a little note now sent over in a bottle to Trish from the coach of Monmouth saying, please put your second team in for a little while, please.
13:07 remaining in the first half. It's Quinnipiac 23 and Monmouth 9.
I mean, look at a run for Quinnipiac. They were up 12-0, and this little run here is another 8-0 run. So Quinnipiac has outscored Monmouth with their starters 20-0, Bill.
Yeah, they have. They've hit 5 3-point field goals, although Martucci has one of them, the other 4 from the starters.
It's just too good of a team. And that starting team, Monmouth doesn't have a chance. They just space the floor. They play with a lot of confidence, and they're playing with a lot of purpose. And the results, to me, on the offensive end, you're surprised when they don't make a shot. That's how you've been brainwashed into how well they're playing.
And no one-on-one moves. Everything's off the pass. Now, when it gets to Nicoline, maybe, she'll go one-on-one, but she's going to jump in here and hit somebody for a layup.
Helena Kurt brings it into the front court, picked up by Jazz Martin. Bounces it to high post Boudreau. Now into the right corner, Olsen for 3. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Abshire throws it up ahead for Martin. Martin drives to the basket, lays it up and in.
What a catch by Jazz in traffic and being having his presence of mind to stop and go up strong.
25-9, the Bobcats lead it. Bethune, left side of the key, holds it overhead, guarded by Abshire. Whistle away from the ball, and the foul is going to go against the Bobcats. Ostergaard, with the perplexed look on her face, commits the foul.
The look was beautiful. It wasn't even a look of, that wasn't a foul. It was a look, huh?
That's perplexed.
Who took the cookie from the cookie jar? Not me.
Inbounded, Kurt along the right sideline, gets it out to Horvatinovic, top of the key, flips on the left side for Bethune. Crossover dribble into the lane, up with the hook, no good. Rebound Driscoll. Driscoll waits, hands to Abshire, and Abshire brings the ball up court for the Bobcats. 12:20 remaining in the first half. Down low, Driscoll wide open and lays it in.
That's secondary offense even. When you come down and you don't locate somebody's going to get wide open under the basket.
27-9, the Bobcats in front. Down low, Bethune double teamed at the baseline and is tied up by Abshire. Jump ball, and the possession arrow pointed to Quinnipiac.
This is as clean and as sharp as I've seen this team in a while. This is how they played in the middle of the year when they were just unbeatable, but every offensive possession is near perfect.
Quickly up court to Ostergaard against pressure. Ostergaard crossover dribble to the baseline, jumps a pass, cross court. Martin open for three. In and out, no good. Rebound Bethune. Bethune brings it up court for Monmouth. Comes to the top of the key, picks up, gives left side Kurt. The three, in and out, no good. Rebound Abshire. Abshire brings it up court, fires into the front court. Pass picked off by Kurt. Tried to hit Martin with it. Kurt comes back the other way, 2-on-1. Kurt takes a return pass, goes up for the shot, and is fouled. Abshire commits the foul, and Helena Kurt will go to the line to shoot two. Brings us to a timeout with 11:34 remaining in the first half. Quinnipiac 27, Monmouth 9 on the Bobcats Radio Network.
What's your exciting moment? Maybe it's building a new home, saving for retirement, funding a business, or sending
I think they scored 4 points against Quinnipiac starters, right?
Yeah.
And we scored how many with the second unit? 5 points?
5 points, yeah. All of them by Martucci.
Most exciting bank. Life is exciting. That Berkshire Bank help.
22-4.
Yeah.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. For over 80 years, Price Chopper has been your neighbor. Our thousands of teammates have supported causes large and small and partnered with local events.
You know what's weird about that team? Its coaches, Eaton, Doherty, and Moore.
The communities where we live and work.
Burrell with the managers in Papali and Tone. Like you would think everybody would sit in the same row.
Yeah.
Anaconda Sports, newest member of Blitz Team Sports, is your one-stop shopping place for all your athletic needs. Visit www.anacondasports.com or call us at 1-800.
Bill Schweitzer, Bill Mecca, and Bob Tipson with you. 11 minutes, 34 seconds remain in the women's MAAC Conference quarterfinal matchup. Quinnipiac leads Monmouth 27-9.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's what everybody expected was going to happen, but I think there was obviously, as you look, you always want to think, what if? And what if historically is something in our brains that's trained to think bad things. And what if this did happen? What if that? What if Mama plays well? But with this women's basketball team, when you're playing in the MAAC, it's why not what if. I mean, they're just too talented.
And we've always said all year long that, the only team that really can challenge them and most likely beat them is themselves.
Right.
So as long as they don't have that doubt, they play pretty free.
All right, Helena Kurtz at the line to shoot two for Monmouth. Her first is up and off the front rim, no good.
Monmouth not off to a good start, 2 for 14 from the field and 1 for 7 as she makes a free throw. A lot of that has to do with the pressure Quinnipiac's putting on offensively.
She makes one of two, 27-10. Bobcats in front. Shayna Earl into the front court, pushes off on Kurt and turns the ball over. So the Gold Rush back on, this time with Earl, Martucci, Napolitano, Schuin, and Fay. 11:27 left in the half, and Monmouth brings the ball up court. Helena Kurt moves across midcourt, picked up by Martucci. Comes to the right side, now hands the ball off to Walker coming behind her. Walker dribbles to the lane, jumps a pass, left side Bethune, throws top of the key now to Kurt. Kurt stutter steps to Mitchell for three, bangs it off the rim, no good. Rebound Kurt, long rebound, and now dribbles it out of traffic and calls out a play. 11 minutes remaining, first half. Offenbach hands off to Kurt, left side. Kurt crossover dribble to the lane, knocked away by Fay, but it's picked up by Walker along the sideline. 14 on the shot clock to Kurt for three, no good. Rebound, Schuin. Schuin fires it out to Earl, and Earl brings it up court for the Bobcats. Bobcats with a 17-point lead here about midway through the first half. Whistle, foul, and it's going to go against Shayna Earl again, setting up an illegal pick. So Shayna Earl picks up two quick fouls, and Quinnipiac now with 6 team fouls. Monmouth takes over and brings the ball up court. Helena Kurt across the midcourt line, picked up by Martucci. Kurt to the top of the key, picks up the dribble, gives to Offenbach, now gives to Kurt coming behind her on the left side. She hands it off to Bethune, mishandles, now picks up the dribble and comes to the top of the key. Comes down the right side to the basket, running one-hander. Good as she banks it in.
Yeah, didn't get over there to to help out a little bit. She gets a clear shot at the rim.
27-12. The Bobcats in front. Faye down the right side to the basket, up with the shot. No good, but she's fouled. Christina Mitchell coming over to help out. Bumps with her, commits the foul. And it'll be Jennifer Faye at the line to shoot 2 for the Bobcats.
Good hard bounce by Faye as she takes it 30 feet straight down the middle of the lane, made a good athletic move, and a chance to make 2 free throws. It's just a different game for Quinnipiac, and she misses a free throw. And this is not to say for you families out there and fans of Quinnipiac, when this group is in, there's just such a big discrepancy in terms of how talented that first team is in comparison to whoever else you bring in as a group.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame show. Every one of the starting 5 for Quinnipiac could be first team all MAAC.
No doubt, and they play well together. She makes the free throw. So by no means are we saying this group isn't a talented group. It's the first group that beat our second group by 60 points.
Into the front court comes Monmouth. Walker into the lane, pull up, jump, in and out, no good. Whistle, foul. It's going to go against Monmouth. Mitchell pushing off, trying to get the rebound, and Quinnipiac will get the basketball. Off the bench for Monmouth, Sarah English, a 6'4 junior out of Smithtown, Long Island, and she replaces Mitchell. Bobcats with the basketball. They lead it 28-12. Earl brings it up court, comes into the front court, picked up by Olsen. Comes to the top of the key, hands to Faye. Faye down the right side, drops it under to Schuhen. Her layup, no good. Rebound is tipped back and knocked out of bounds by Monmouth.
Good feed that time by Faye to Schuhen, and it's one that she just needs to finish, right? I mean, real good dish in traffic, but easy look as a layup.
Inbounded to Earl. Left sideline, comes to the top of the key with the dribble. Bounces to the right side for Napolitano. Napolitano off a pick, puts up a 3. Good.
I think she's a starter, right? I think she starts for every team in the MAAC, and it's just the Jazz is in front of her. Real good play by Napolitano.
31-12, the Bobcats. Olsen left side gives top of the key to Bethune. Throws on the right side for Offenbach. Offenbach flips it into the right corner for Walker. Pass into the lane, stolen by Schuhen. Hands it off to Earl, and Earl brings it up court for the Bobcats. 9 minutes remaining in the half. Schuhen for 3. Off the rim, no good. Offenbach the rebound for Monmouth. Throws it ahead for Walker. Walker into the front court. Bethune. Bethune into the lane. Driving shot. Good.
A good move by Bethune in transition and able to score.
31-14. Quinnipiac in front. 8 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Faye gives it along the left sideline for Martucci. Martucci off a pick, gives back to Faye down low into the lane, up with the jump. Rolls around, no good. Rebound Schuhen, back up, no good, and rebounded by Olsen. Hands it off to Walker, and Walker brings it up court for Monmouth. Walker left side, dishes right side, Offenbach for 3, no good. Rebound Napolitano. Hands it off to Earl, and Earl brings it into the front court for the Bobcats. Just over 8 minutes to play in the first half. Down low for Faye. Cross court pass, and it's picked off. Walker up court, drives to the basket, scoops, no good. Rebound knocked to the floor. They go for the loose ball, and a travel on Walker. She went to the floor and walked with the basketball. Starters back in for the Bobcats. Martin, Abshire, Ostergaard, Guastella, and Driscoll. Then we have a timeout on the floor. 7:58 remaining in the first half. Quinnipiac 31, Monmouth 14. We'll be right back.
Why would Trish do what she's doing?
I don't understand.
Why would she do it?
I mean, why? You want to give the other team a chance? Is that what the deal is here?
Oh, you're in a tournament, man. Now it's time just to let everybody out there know that, oh, my God, we can't beat them the way they're playing. Now coaches are putting plays in. Okay, when the second team comes in, this is what we're going to do.
They press.
And they press, and they do stuff, and they change the flow of the game. And that's what I would concentrate. And let's crush the second team, and we'll get the game close. I don't get it. It's so frustrating.
Eaton doesn't want any part of this. You see him up there? He's like,
Welcome back to the Times Union Center. We're in Albany, New York. It's the MAAC Conference playoffs. This is the women's quarterfinals today. Quinnipiac leading Monmouth 31-14 with just under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Bill Schweitzer, Bill Beck, and Bob Tipson with you.
They've looked good, right? I mean, Quinnipiac's looked really good, and especially that starting group has been incredible. I mean, they haven't made a mistake. They're hitting on all cylinders, and slowed down a little bit by the fact there's been a couple substitutions, and had there not been substitutions, I mean, Quinnipiac's going to win the game. Quinnipiac could be up by 45 points in the first half.
Abshire into the front court, bounces right side for Martin. Martin off a pick and roll to Driscoll, wide open, and lays it in.
They just make it look so easy.
It is like me playing golf against Tipson.
10 points for Driscoll. The Bobcats lead it 33-14. Olsen top of the key for Monmouth. Dribbles, now hands off to Kurt coming behind her. Helena Kurt picks up the dribble, throws left side now for English. English right side. Olsen for three. Short. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Monmouth.
It's really difficult for Monmouth, again, and we've seen it a little bit during the course of this game. They just can't keep up with the points. And when you can't keep up with the points, you start doing things out of character.
Abshire across midcourt. Gives on the right side for Martin. Martin off a pick again. Pick and roll again. Now a pass into the lane. Dishes off. Ostergaard dishes off to Abshire, who lays it in.
Tic-tac-toe, three in a row.
You better believe it.
35-14, a 21-point lead for the Bobcats. 7 minutes remaining in the half. Kurt throws right side for Bethune. Jemiah Bethune down the right side, pulls up, jump is blocked by Guastella, taken away by Driscoll. Puts it in the hands of Abshire. Abshire brings it up court for the Bobcats. Abshire down the left side, kicks it off for Ostergaard, drives the baseline, picks up, tried to force it under for Driscoll, and it's stolen by Kurt. Kurt out of the back court. Jumps a pass left side, Olsen to the baseline. Her jump, no good, and rebounded by Martin. Monmouth ice cold, and the Bobcats just sharing the basketball and shredding them here in the first half. Abshire for three. It's in and out, no good. Rebound English. 21-point lead for the Bobcats. 6 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half. Kurt across midcourt for the Hawks of Monmouth. Kurt top of the key. Comes to the right side off a pick. Picks up, gets it down low to English, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound Guastella. Guastella hands it off to Abshire. Abshire says, let's slow it down just a tad here as she brings the ball up court. Comes across midcourt, gives to Guastella, top of the key, flips on the left side for Ostergaard. Gets it down low to Guastella. Spins, cross court, Martin. Thought about a three, gets it down low to Driscoll. Now throws cross-court Guastella to the foul line for Ostergaard. Into the lane, Driscoll up and under. The shot no good with the shot clock winding down, but she's fouled.
You know, we all played basketball, right? And so we've all been in a series back in the day with our coaches where you had to run a series offensively without dribbling the basketball. And that series offensively for Quinnipiac, they threw 6 passes and the ball never hit the floor, looking for the open receiver. So real good ball
you're
movement.
Showing your age here because nobody does that anymore.
No. But that was when basketball made sense, right?
It was,
Driscoll makes the free throw.
Well, and the other thing, too, is one of the other theories is any good skip pass deserves one more pass because a skip pass will get everybody running and then somebody else is going to be open. So, and they did that as well.
Yeah, like we deflated balls before Belichick did, right? We did it for a reason. We didn't want them to bounce.
Driscoll makes both foul shots. She's got a dozen points, and the Quinnipiac lead 37-14. 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Kurt comes to the top of the key, throws right side for Horvatinovich. Into the right corner it goes for Bethune. Fakes, goes along the baseline, gets it cross court to Boudreau, and her jump is good.
A good offense there, and it's surprising when Monmouth scores. You just don't expect it.
Quickly back the other way. Martin along the baseline. She's blocked from behind, but she's also fouled. So Jazz Martin will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, spacing with this Quinnipiac team as they've grown up from their freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. We've seen such a development of them in terms of their court awareness and how they've learned over time to spread the court out and give everybody an opportunity to attack as Martin makes the free throw.
The other thing, too, you see them is they got a lot of different speeds. They go up the court like shot out of a cannon, then sometimes they slow it down, and then the next time they go about 3/4 speed. And they just, you can't judge them and how fast they are as she makes a second foul shot.
Yeah, their rhythm is really good, Tip. I would agree with you.
Martin with 7 points here in the first half. Bobcats lead it 39-16. Helena Kurt comes to the front court, comes to the right side with the dribble, hands it off to Bethune coming behind her. Jemiah Bethune fires cross court. Now it goes top of the key. Kurt dumps a pass down low. Bethune hops, skipping a jump, batted away, stolen by Ostergaard. Throws it ahead. Abshire down the left side, up with the floater, off the rim, no good, and it's rebounded by Beaudry. Kicks it out to Horvatinovich. Horvatinovich out of the backcourt, gives to Hopkins left side. Hopkins comes to the left baseline. Now they get it back out, top of the key for Kurt. 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first half. Kurt comes to the right side, off a pick. Now top of the key to Horvatinovich. Left side, Hopkins for three. Good.
Back-to-back baskets against Quinnipiac Starters, which we haven't seen all game.
Quickly back the other way, the Bobcats. Ostergaard down low, double team. They get it out, top of the key. Guastella for three. Good.
A great pass, first of all, by Ostergaard, and then Abshire passes up an open look to give it to the best shooter on Quinnipiac's team. And Guastella knocks down another one.
42-19, the Bobcats. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Kurt crossover dribble, fires up a three. It's no good. Rebound, Beaudry, and she's fouled from behind. Driscoll picks up the foul, and Sophie Beaudry, a 6'5 sophomore out of Canada, goes to the free throw line. But first, we go to a timeout. 3:46 remaining in the first half. Quinnipiac 42, Monmouth 19 on the Bobcats Radio Network.
15 MAAC tournament. I would like to wish all the teams the best of luck. That's the Renaissance Hotel, conveniently located just 2 blocks from the Times Union Center opening.
So Boeheim got suspended 9 games for something?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Clearly Yours is proud to be a sponsor
For what?
of the 2015 MAAC tournament. Clearly Yours features personalized gifts for all occasions, including baby births,
Oh, okay, I'll wait.
birthdays, graduations, and everyday celebrations. Let Clearly Yours make your gift
Was it top secret, Bob?
your name. That's Clearly Yours located.
Oh, okay, I'll be on the edge of my seat. I won't leave.
And that's what I thank our corporate sponsor, Bronze, the official championship gift supplier of the night.
I'm going to read USA Today, so you had your chance. Wow. That's a lot for a coach to get.
And we are back at the Times Union Center, Albany, New York. It's all Quinnipiac here in the first half. The women's MAAC Conference quarterfinals. Bobcats lead the Hawks of Monmouth 42-19.
I mean, it's like going to, it's like whatever the best player on Broadway is, right? And going there thinking, okay.
You know the best play. You were there.
Frankie Valli was incredible, right? The 4 seasons. And I'm thinking I don't really want to be here because I don't think it's any good. And they win every award going out there. And I go and I'm blown away by how good it is. And you anticipate they can't be that good. But when you show up, you know what? Frankie Valli was a bad dude, man. And this team here with this women's team, they some bad dudes, man.
Yeah, but there's no Frankie Valli. It's all the 4 seasons out there.
Yeah, but you know what? Anybody time needs to step up and take the role of Frankie Valli, they're able to do it, right? Yep. Anybody at any given time with that group can be the star.
Beaudry, 2 free throws. First one misses. Gold Rush back on. Martucci, Napolitano, Ramos, Fay, and Schuin for the Bobcats. Second free throw by Beaudry. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Martucci. Gets it ahead for Ramos. Ramos brings it into the front court for the Bobcats. 3:40 remaining in the first half. To Martucci along the left sideline. Holds the ball. Now gets it down low to Fay. Back to the basket. Kicks it back out along the sideline. Schuin for 3. Way off the mark. And it's rebounded by Horvatinovich. Jenny Horvatinovich hands it off to Kurt coming out of the backcourt. Helena Kurt hooks a pass on the right side for Hopkins to Horvatinovich in the corner. Nearly stolen. Gets it down low to Hopkins. Kicks it out left side Kurt. Now to Walker, and Walker looks to make a move, but travels with the basketball.
Yeah, real good defensive job, I think, that time by that second unit in terms of being square to the ball, jumping to the pass, and helping each other out when there was a chance Monmouth could go by you.
You know, good help, but more importantly, really great recovery on every one of the passes.
Pressure in the backcourt. Fay throws into the front court for Martucci. Holds the ball along the sideline. Gets it back to Fay. Now throws top of the key. And Ramos puts it on the floor. to Fay. Foul line, throws right side. Napolitano for 3, no good. Rebound, Beaudry. Beaudry hands it off to Walker, and Walker brings it up court, throws to Kurt, right side. Kurt flips into the corner for Hopkins, looks to make a move, cut off by Ramos, gets it along the right sideline now for Walker. Back to Hopkins, her shot no good. Rebound Horvatinovich, blocked by Napolitano and rebounded by Fay. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Bobcats lead it 42-19. Ramos to the top of the key. Zone defense by Monmouth. Matchup zone. They give it to Napolitano on the right side. Now to Ramos. Flips top of the key for Martucci. 9 on the shot clock. Martucci gives to Ramos. Bad pass, and it's picked off by Kurt. Kurt runs it into the front court. Throws to it, cutting Hopkins, but it's knocked out of bounds by Napolitano.
Oh, what great effort by Napolitano that time. Streaking down the court to break up, which was a guaranteed 2 points by Monmouth. So what a job by Napolitano.
Inbounded, knocked away by Martucci, and stolen by Napolitano. Bobcats on the steal on the inbounds. Ramos brings it up court. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Hooks a pass right side. Napolitano open for 3. Off the rim, no good. Long rebound, run down by Kurt. Kurt runs it into the front court. Kurt to the basket, goes up and lays it in.
Yeah, long rebound that time really hurt Quinnipiac, and they were able to blow it out.
42-21, and a foul as the Bobcats try and bring the ball up court. Helena Kurt commits the foul on the press, and the starters will come back into the lineup for Quinnipiac. All except for Abshire, because Ramos, who got fouled, will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
The real difference between the goal rush team and the first team, there really is no inside presence with the goal rush team. So the spacing is a little bit bad, and then even if a shot's taken and missed, there's not a good chance to get a rebound. So, get somebody inside, they'll be fine.
First foul shot, no good, and it's rebounded by Monmouth. Beaudry gets it out, and Walker brings it up court, comes to the right side of the key to Hopkins, top of the key, back to Walker. Walker holds, dribbles top of the key, gives left side, Horvatinovich for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Driscoll throws it ahead to Ramos. Ramos bounce pass ahead for Martin, and she's fouled as she goes up for the layup.
Oh, what a feat. And you start thinking if you tinker with substitutions on their own and you give that second group to try a chance to play with the starters, I can promise you they're going to be a lot more productive. That was an incredible feed by Ramos, something we haven't seen because he never plays with this group.
First by Martin is good.
And that bounce pass was, 30 feet?
Yeah.
And it was right on the mark.
On the mark,
yep. So really nice job that time by Ramos.
All right, Abshire replaces Ramos, so the starters all back in now. Martin with one more free throw. It's up, it's good. Jazz with 9 first half points. Bobcats lead at 44-21. Sarah Olsen back in, replacing Bethune for Monmouth. Olsen, their leading scorer, has nary a point so far. Walker up court, comes to the top of the key. Martin watches her, throws left side to Hopkins. Passes it back. English for 3. It's good. The 6'4" English with the 3-point field goal. Long pass up ahead. Martin drives, goes to the basket, lays it up. Good, and she's fouled.
Listen, I told you two knuckleheads before the game, I thought Jazz was going to go ahead and have one heck of a tournament, and she's off to one heck of a game. Real good catch in traffic, goes up over 2 people and scores.
Well, what was nice about it is she caught it. She actually came to a jump stop. She didn't try to do anything else. Let the defense go by, and then she goes to the basket as she makes the free throw.
Makes the free throw. She's now got 12 points, and the Bobcats lead at 46-24. Make that 47-24. What do we have, our score guys over there?
Oh, Greg Ott's over there, right? And Greg called a media timeout. He used to be at the Q, but Max is overworked. He's Quinnipiac Sports Information Director.
He's just shaking his head there, kind of looking at Greg saying, what are you doing?
All right, under a minute to play in the half, and the Bobcats 3 points away from the 50 mark. Top of the key, Walker. Hooks a pass on the left side for Hopkins. Dribbles to the foul line. Now throws right side Horvatinovich. Bounces it into the right corner for Walker. Walker on the move to the lane. Spins up with the jump hook. It's no good. Rebound knocked to the floor. Picked up by Hopkins. Hopkins dribbles. Gives it off. English for 3. It's good. And that's a 2.
Big girl, a couple baskets.
Bobcats bring it up court. They lead 47-26. 1 second difference between game clock and shot clock. So the Bobcats can basically hold it for the last shot of the half. Abshire dribbles near the circle at midcourt. Down to 12 seconds left in the half. Gives off. Guastella puts up the shot. In and out. No good. Rebound Walker with 6 seconds left in the half. Walker up to midcourt. 2 seconds. 1 second. Throws up a runner. Almost banked it in. No good. It's in and out. So at halftime, the Bobcats 47 and Monmouth 26.
I had 2 40-point wins for Quinnipiac, and you're on your way to another 40-point win, up 21 at half. And as well, I think, as I've seen that starting group play, they played in this first half. They didn't play a lot of minutes. Maybe they played maybe 12 minutes there, partner?
Yeah, I think they might have played a few more than, maybe 12, yeah.
But everything we saw during those 12 minutes was just near perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. We continue to talk about how good they share the ball and the spacing, and it's just a fun basketball team to watch. I mean, if you really want to see a team that really is a team, they don't have a lot of set plays, but they just move the ball around so much that somebody's getting open, and they're very unselfish.
They are. We are at halftime. Women's MAAC Conference quarterfinals. The winner of this one will meet the winner of Iona and Siena in the semifinals. That won't be until Sunday. And right now the Bobcats with a 21-point lead at halftime. Quinnipiac 47, Monmouth 26. Stay where you are. We'll be back with more right after this.
And wise and important virtues to have. The winner of the 3rd through 5th grade age group is Quincy Heitko from Ingram Lansing Elementary School. And the winner of the 6th through 8th grade age group is Nico Sandville from William S. Hackett Middle School. Congratulations, Quincy and Nico.
So you guys are going to stay and watch Iona and Siena, right?
Yeah, just to get prepared for the Yeah.
I'm a passenger.
I know. You wouldn't have stayed anyway. That's all right, boys. I'll take notes for you.
Don't tell me, though. Surprise me.
Bill Schweitzer, Bill Mecca, Bob Tipson with you. It's halftime in the Women's MAAC Conference quarterfinals. Quinnipiac leads Monmouth 47-26. Guys, they're just following along at the script that they used the first 2 games against Monmouth. They built big leads and went on to win by, an average of 40 points in those 2 games.
It's just a bad matchup for Monmouth, right? I mean, Quinnipiac's just 2 steps quicker offensively and 3 steps quick on the defensive end, and they just can't. It's like playing tag with a 4-year-old. They can't get you. And the only way you'll let them get you if you stand still, so they'll still stay engaged. But they're too good. This game, they're too good. Now, as you move forward, you get a chance to play Iona in that second round.
You're rushing it now. Iona's got to get by Siena first.
I think in more than any other league, I would think it's pretty predictable in terms of who you're going to see in the semifinal games here. And I think you'll get a Marist-Fairfield matchup on one side and certainly Quinnipiac and Iona on the other side. And with Iona, you probably have 2 players on that team. And I like those other 2 kids too, but certainly Adams and that other girl, Dominique, whatever her name is.
That would be Martinez.
Martinez, yeah, her names are overrated. But those 2 could certainly play for Quinnipiac. Now, I don't know if they would fit as well, but they're certainly talented enough to play not only for the Cats, but at another level. So I think the game changes a little bit, but this one isn't fair.
Man, I wish I knew that names are overrated. I wouldn't have to sit down and learn all these names.
They're overrated for me, but not for the best in the business, right? So I've never thought I was the best in the business. Now, when I tell you you're the best in the business, it's because names aren't overrated. I'm just in the business.
Business, all business.
All business. They've been good, though, huh, Tip?
Yeah, they've been really terrific, and I think that they're certainly the class of the league, and I think when if in fact Iona is a team that wins the next game and has to face Quinnipiac, I think the one advantage is that, again, when we look at the Iona team, they sometimes break down and become a very one-on-one and very each player wants the ball and wants to be the person who's going to score, and it just doesn't work at times, especially when you get to the later part of the game. Martinez, in the game that we had, just gets a little tired.
Well, let's play a little game here, there, fellas.
Yep.
Let's think about what league, how many leagues would Quinnipiac be the best team in? And let's just start with this region. So I'm going to go to you. Is Quinnipiac the best team in America East, Schweitz?
Oh, by far.
Quinnipiac
Yes.
the best team in the NEC?
Oh, yes, without question.
Is Quinnipiac the best team in the Patriot?
Yes.
Is Quinnipiac the best team in the Colonial?
That's a tough one. I think there are a couple. They're certainly in the top one or two.
Well, now you got 4 leagues we just threw out there, including this at 5. That Quinnipiac's the best team in the league, right? So,
Yeah, but then you get to
go ahead.
Big East and ACC, and I'm not.
You're not the best team in the Big
No.
East. A10? You're a pretty good team in the A10. I don't know if you're the best team in the
I
A10.
don't think they.
Maybe middle of the pack.
Yeah.
This in particular team, I think, would be in the top 4 in the A10. I just think they just match up. I think what they do is really difficult. Now, if you take Driscoll away from this team, I wouldn't say that. But with Driscoll, I don't think there's a matchup that Quinnipiac has that they can't be effective. Now, again, I think you're talking about the Big Ten. Yeah, I think those leagues are better. But in terms of other than the Power 5 conferences, I would put this Quinnipiac team against any team in that league. And I promise you it would be an entertaining game. I can't tell you what would happen, but if she was to play her 7 players.
Right.
And go with 7, right? I'd take this Quinnipiac team in a 40-minute game against everybody but maybe the top 15 teams in the country. I think they're that.
There's 12 assists for 15 field goals. Right on track as they've done all year long, just playing really well. So good basketball so far.
All right, Monmouth will have the basketball to start the second half, and it will be Martin, Abshire, Ostergaard, Driscoll, and Guastella on the floor for the Bobcats. We're underway, second half action. Bobcats with a 21-point lead to start the second half. Helena Kurt to the top of the key, gives on the left side, Offenbach knocked away. Offenbach recovers along the sideline and gives it back to Kurt. Kurt comes to the top of the key, comes down the right side off a pick, dishes right corner for Walker. Walker puts it on the floor, dribbles out, comes to the top of the key, 10 on the shot clock, down the left side. Shot blocked by Guastella, and it goes off Walker and out of bounds.
Yeah, good heady play by Samantha down there. She didn't need to jump. And when you don't jump, there's no contact with the body and just tall enough to tap it off her head.
All right, Bobcat ball. We're in the opening minute of the second half. Boo Abshire brings it up court. Comes across the line and calls out a play. Comes to the right side. Gives to Ostergaard, top of the key. Holds it over her head. Dribbles down the left side. Picks up the dribble. Now gives to Abshire, top of the key. Lobs one down low. Forced it to Driscoll. Knocked away and stolen by Monmouth. So a little sloppy start to the second half by both teams. Walker along the left sideline for Monmouth. Lobs it down low for Beaudry. Turnaround jump. Good.
Beaudry looked pretty good that time. She pretty good first half and great move that time in the post area.
47-28, the Bobcats lead. Again, they force it down to Driscoll. Beaudry knocks it away and knocks it out of bounds.
Well, a couple passes that are just lob passes, like a helium balloon. You know what I mean? I'll put some pace on that thing. Get it to him with pace and let Val make a move in there. 2 feeds were bad.
Look to inbound. They get it in. Top of the key to Ostergaard. Wide open there. Holds the ball overhead. Gives right side for Abshire. 15 on the shot clock. Into the right corner for Driscoll. Now back to Abshire. Into the lane. Ostergaard up for the shot. No good. Rebound is tipped and taken by Monmouth. Walker runs it into the front court for the Hawks. Walker to the right side of the key. Guarded by Martin. Bounces top of the key for Kurt. Kurt holds over the head. Now gives to Offenbach. Right side. Guastella is out on her. Throws right sideline for Walker. 13 on the shot clock for Monmouth. Hooks a pass, top of the key to Kurt. Now under 10 on the shot clock. Kurt crossover dribble, pull up jump. Good.
Nice little crossover dribble that time, Billy, and a nice little
Shake
jump
and bake.
shot.
She lost Ostergaard.
So 4-0, little burst here by Monmouth to start the second half. Abshire for 3. Good.
Hey, they don't play her. She's not afraid to get the half started for Quinnipiac by shooting threes.
50-30, 20-point lead for the Bobcats here in the opening minutes of the second half. We played just over 2 minutes. Kurt into the front court, slows, top of the key, gets to a high post to Beaudry, whips it down low, off and back, lays it up, no good, and it's rebounded by Ostergaard. She heard footsteps with Guastella behind her. Ostergaard spins into the lane, trumps a pass, and it's batted away by Monmouth, stolen by Olsen. Olsen runs it up court, flips left side for Kurt. Kurt goes to the baseline, pulls up the jump, good.
I like how Monmouth's coming out. I mean, they know they're not going to win the basketball game, so they're not worried about the results now and done a really good job in the half-court sets.
Bobcat lead is 18, 50-32. Into the right corner, Martin open for three. That one's short. Rebound is taken by Ostergaard, and she went over the back of Olsen to get the rebound, and the foul was on Ostergaard.
Hey, you know, Monmouth, before the game starts, they read it. They know they're not going to win the game. They doubt if they can win the game. You get down 25 early, and you come out in the second half and you say, what difference does it make? Let's just go out and play. You know what I mean? Whatever happens, happens. So they're going to play real loose because they're not worried about the results or the consequences.
All right, Monmouth basketball, 50-32. 18-point lead for the Bobcats. We played 3 minutes of the second half. Quinnipiac was up by 21 at halftime. Left side of the key is Kurt. Runner in the lane, off the back rim, no good. Rebound knocked to the floor, picked up by Walker. Dishes it back out, Olsen. Pull up, jump, good. That's her first points of the game.
Well, good move by Olsen that time, and they're putting it to Quinnipiac in the half-court set.
Quickly out of the backcourt comes Abshire, kicks it right side to Ostergaard. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound, Martin, reverse layup, no good, and a whistle and a foul. Christina Mitchell, who just came back in, commits the foul, and no, yeah, it is Christina Mitchell. That's her third.
Well, good job there by Jazz getting a rebound. And a little surprised here that as these starters have struggled a little bit in this second half, that if she makes a free throw, that Trish would go ahead and make that move to get that second group in.
Gold Rush on its way in. Martucci, Napolitano, along with Schuin and Fay. Napolitano waits on the sideline, so second by Martin is good. 2 free throws by Jazz Martin give her 14 points. Napolitano in. So Martucci, Ramos, Napolitano, Fay, and Schuin. Bobcats put on pressure in the backcourt. Kurt throws ahead, goes into the front court to Walker. Walker, top of the key. Bobcats in a zone defense. We played 3.5 minutes of the second half. To the foul line, Beaudry back out. Walker for three. It's good.
Man, they're really shooting the ball well.
Walker now with 9 points for Monmouth, and the Bobcat lead is 15. Martucci for three. That one's short, and it's rebounded by Mitchell. So Bobcats not off to a great start here in the second half, but they still hold on to the lead. Long three by Olsen is no good. It's rebounded by Fay. Hands it off to Ramos. Ramos brings it up court for the Bobcats. Gives to Fay. Top of the key. Fakes a three. Drives into the lane. Up with a shot. Blocked by Beaudry and taken away by Kurt. Kurt runs it into the front court for Monmouth. Kurt into the lane. Dishes off to Mitchell. Mitchell kicks it back out to Kurt. Kurt into the lane again. Shot blocked by Fay. Throws it ahead for Napolitano. Napolitano into the front court to a cutting Ramos to the basket. Lays it up. No good. And it's rebounded by Beaudry. Back the other way comes Monmouth. We played 4.5 minutes of the second half. Bobcats lead by 15, 52-37. Kurt, top of the key, picks up the dribble. Now dishes on the left side for Beaudry, who hands it off to Walker coming behind her. Walker puts it on the floor into the lane. Her pass batted, picked up by Kurt. Her shot blocked by Schuin, but then knocked out of bounds by the Bobcats. We have a timeout on the floor. 15:02 remaining in the second half. Quinnipiac 52, Monmouth 37. We'll be right back.
Visit www.anacondasports.com or call us at 1-800-398-7625. We do it all at Anaconda Sports. MAAC fans of all ages can join the annual Dunkin' Donuts Dance to the Arena Parade from the Palace Theater to the Times Union Center on Saturday, March 7th. Head up to guest services to learn more.
Get that first team back in there, will you, please?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Those dumb coaches, man. Jeez. This score's not right?
No.
No,
No,
the one up there is right.
52-37. They gave a 3 here. It should be over there.
We're at the Times Union Center, Albany, New York. MAAC Conference Women's Quarterfinals. Quinnipiac leads Monmouth 52-37, 15:02 remaining.
A little game slippage by Quinnipiac as they came out of the locker room. Not real sharp on the offensive end, not playing with the same focus, especially as the starters came out. And Monmouth's attacking a little bit now, getting a little bit of rhythm, getting a little bit of confidence. And they're not going to be able to get this thing really close, but they're still making it somewhat interesting if you're a Monmouth Hawk fan.
You say that with great confidence.
Yeah, I think this one is done, but, they're going to make it interesting for a little while, and we'll have to stay engaged in the broadcast. That's what they want.
Well, we always want you engaged, my
I
man. We
understand.
never know when the next pearl is coming. Pearls of wisdom. Monmouth to inbound the ball, and Walker knocked down before it's inbounded, and Ramos will pick up the foul. That's number 3 on Ramos. And again, they will inbound on the non-shooting foul. This time Bethune looks to get it in, throws in to Hopkins, top of the key, hands it off to Walker coming behind her. Walker guarded by Napolitano, throws right side for Mitchell. Christina Mitchell on the move, dishes to a cutting English who lays it in.
Well, you got to contain the dribble at that time, and Quinnipiac's not doing a good job defensively, man to man.
Pressure in the back court. Fay brings it into the front court, gives to Ramos, top of the key, flips left side, Martucci. Martucci puts the ball on the floor, now to Napolitano, top of the key. 14:30 remaining to Schuin at the foul line. Faces a double team, no look pass, left side, Napolitano for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tip taken by Ramos. Under the basket, tried to get it to Schuin, and it's kicked and out of bounds by Monmouth.
Real good feed at time by Schuin. No-look cross-court pass to a wide-open Napolitano in the corner who just didn't get enough lift on a shot.
So Napolitano will inbound for the baseline to Schuin. Back in, Napolitano, baseline jump. That's short. It's rebounded by English. Monmouth with the ball, 52-39. Bobcats with the lead. Top of the key comes Bethune. Jemiah Bethune throws left side for Hopkins. Now to the right side, it goes to Walker, into the lane, dishes it back out. Mitchell thought about a 3, drives along the baseline of the basket and lays it in. And all of a sudden, Monmouth pulls to within 11 points.
Well, they made one real hard run at Quinnipiac.
Three-pointer by Napolitano. That one's no good. It's rebounded by Mitchell. Bobcats led by 21 at halftime. Quickly, Bethune into the front corner pass stolen by Martucci. Back the other way come the Bobcats. Martucci into the front court. Dishes to a cutting Napolitano who lays it in.
It really was the right play as you look ahead. She had 3 choices. She picked the best player and a good bounce pass to Napolitano.
54-41, the Bobcats. 13:20 remaining. Mitchell, right side of the key. Hands the ball off. Bethune drives into the lane. Hop, skip, and a jump up with the left hand. No good. Rebound. English lays it up. No good. Rebound, and she's fouled. Schuin got her on the arm, and Sarah English will go to the line to shoot 2. Bobcat starters sitting at the scorer's table waiting to come back in.
And Monmouth has dominated plays in this half, no doubt. So you're 7 minutes in, and Monmouth has carried play. And I don't think there was no way I would ever thought that for 7 minutes Monmouth would be the best basketball team on the court.
English is first, off the rim, no good. So Abshire, Martin, Guastella, Ostergaard, and Driscoll back out on the floor for the Bobcats. 13 minutes, 7 seconds remaining. Sarah English has one more free throw for Monmouth. 13-point Bobcat lead. Free throw is up and off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Guastella. Hands to Abshire. Abshire brings it up court for the Bobcats. Abshire gives it along the right sideline for Martin. Jazz Martin off a pick into the lane, pull up jump, in and out, no good. Rebound Mitchell. Mitchell hands it off to Kurt. Elena Kurt brings it up court for Monmouth. Comes to the top of the key. Martin meets her there. Still has it on the floor. Gives it along the right sideline for Hopkins. Hopkins puts it on the floor against Ostergaard. Into the lane, dishes back out. Mitchell for 3. It's no good. It's rebounded by Abshire. Abshire runs it up court for the Bobcats. Abshire down to the right side. Kicks it off to Martin. Spins to the baseline. Up with a shot blocked. Rebound Driscoll. Good. And she's fouled.
The big girls have done a good job keeping Driscoll off the boards. And as they go to try to deflect the shot by Martin, Driscoll got the opening she needed and gets to the line to get a three-point play.
The line for Quinnipiac shooting 1. Number 34, Al Driscoll.
Bobcats have been outscored 15-7 here in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? Even when the Dream Girls came out early on, a couple of lob passes in there, not with the same intensity and effort, and those bad passes turned into Monmouth points, and Monmouth got a little bit of momentum.
Driscoll's free throw is good. She's got 15 points. 57-41. Bobcats up it back up to 16 points. 12:20 remaining in the game. Right side, Hopkins to the right side, pulls up for a jump. It's no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds and last touched by the Bobcats. Sophie Beaudry back in for Monmouth, and she will replace Sarah English.
Yeah, they've gone big over there, so good adjustment over there by Monmouth. They're getting a big tall lineup in, playing with two post players, 6'4", putting pressure on Quinnipiac.
Looking to inbound the ball. Still looking. Now they get it in along the left sideline to Kurt. Kurt on the move into the lane, running one-hander. Good.
She's got a pretty good second half here as she scores.
Yeah, she's got 6 second-half points. Long pass down court. And Ostergaard tried a no-look pass to Driscoll. She didn't see it coming. Monmouth up with the loose ball. Hopkins brings it up court for the Hawks. Top of the key for Olsen. Now puts it in the hands of Kurt. 57-43, the Bobcats lead. 11 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Down low, Beaudry up with the jump. No good. Rebound, Driscoll. Driscoll tucks it in. Now gives to Abshire. Abshire brings it up court. Abshire to the right side to Ostergaard, top of the key for three. Good.
She's been reluctant to shoot it today, but finally got a ball reversed that time. No one is near her because they're going to say shoot it because we can't guard you off the dribble, and she answers.
60-43, the Bobcats in front. Stolen by Abshire. She races up court, has Martin with her, bounces to Martin. Martin spins to the basket, up with the shot. No good, but she's fouled. So Olsen picks up the foul. Martin goes to the free throw line. Jazz Martin with 14 points. But before she shoots free throws, we have a timeout on the floor. 11:14 remaining. Bobcats 60, Monmouth 43 on the Bobcats Radio Network.
If she decides to sub, man, I'm going to pick me blow daughter over there, man.
Billy, it doesn't make any difference. It's just a case of how many are they going to win by.
Right.
But you're right. I mean, blow it out to a 30-point lead before you put them back in.
Right.
Jesus.
Go. 35 seconds. They'll have 35 seconds remaining.
Bill Schweitzer, Bill Mecca, Bob Tipson, we're with you from Albany, New York, the Women's MAAC Conference quarterfinals. Quinnipiac leading Monmouth 60-43 with just over 11 minutes remaining.
Hey, you see this Quinnipiac team, I think, lost a little bit of focus when they went into that locker room or when they came out of the locker room. Anytime in there, collectively as a group and individually, I think focus is critical to the success of this team. And you look at some of these numbers, 4 for 15 from the field, which is something Monmouth did in the first half. So I just don't see the attention to detail that we saw from Quinnipiac in the first half.
You know, especially when Monmouth comes out and hits 8 for 18 for 44%, and Quinnipiac shooting 26%. So, you know, I think you're right. I think they've got to concentrate, get back in the flow. I think you got to play this group for a little more extended minutes. Let them get in the flow as she makes the first basket.
Martin's free throw good, and Bobcats up by a mere 18. Anybody out there listening would think we're in a dogfight here. Martin makes the second. Martin with 16 points, and the Bobcat lead is 19, 62-43. Monmouth comes out of the backcourt. Kurt, top of the key, gives along the right sideline for Olsen. Guarded by Ostergaard. Pass down low is off the fingertips of Beaudry and out of bounds. Driscoll got a finger on it, and then Beaudry touched it, and it went out.
You have a headset on, so you can't really hear everything, but I heard the pitter-patter of defensive feet that time. So I saw Quinnipiac, and I heard Quinnipiac defensively start working a little bit harder.
Bobcats with the ball, up by 19, under 11 minutes to play. Into the lane, Jazz Martin. She fakes, gets it back out. Guastella left side, returns to Martin. Puts up the jump, off the rim, short. Rebound, Ostergaard goes back up, and she's fouled.
Yeah, right place, right time that time as you get a miss by Martin, but Ostergaard in the right place, and we get some fouls adding up on these Monmouth Hawks.
So that puts Ostergaard at the line. She's been very quiet offensively. She's done a really good job, though, defensively on Olsen, the top scorer for Monmouth, who has only 2 points in the game. Misses the first free throw.
You know, they tried to play her man early on and then just fall back and just stayed in the zone. And she just can't play her. When she's playing man, she's just really too clever. She causes a lot of interest and really, her vision is really incredible and makes real good feeds.
So Ostergaard, one more free throw coming. Flips it up with the right hand. Off the back rim, no good. Missed them both. Rebounded by Walker. Walker runs it into the front court for Monmouth. Pulls up. Foul line jump. In and out. No good. Rebound batted around and taken by Driscoll. Driscoll hands it off to Abshire. Abshire brings it up for the Bobcats. Comes to the right side of the key. Pulls up for three. Off the rim, no good. Long rebound run down by Olsen. And she'll bring it up court. Now throws it ahead for Kurt. Kurt to the top of the key, dishes back to Olsen, drives into the lane, up with the shot. Good, and she's fouled. She went by and got brushed by Driscoll, and Olsen will go to the free throw line to try to make it a three-point play.
Well, she was able to knife on the top of Driscoll, who was in real good shape, and make a hard athletic move. So Olsen's woke up a little bit this half.
Free throw is up, it's good, so it's a three-point play by Sarah Olsen. She's got 5 points, but the Bobcat lead now is 16, 62-46. Top of the key, Ostergaard gives it left side, Guastella. Zone defense by Monmouth. They give it down low to Ostergaard, kicks it back out, right side Abshire to Ostergaard at the foul line. Ostergaard spins into the lane, tried to get it down low to Driscoll, batted away. Ostergaard recovers, 8 on the shot clock, gets it to Driscoll, lays it up, it's no good. It's rebounded by Offenbach. Offenbach hands off to Walker, and Walker brings it up court for Monmouth. Fires one right side Mitchell, thought about a three, bounces down low and throws it right to Guastella. Guastella hands to Abshire, and she brings the ball up court for the Bobcats. 9.5 left to Guastella for three. Good.
They hadn't got any touches. They've done a good job with that matchup zone, really pushing out on Samantha. And Monmouth hasn't missed a lot of shots. That's the first time in transition Guastella got open.
19-point lead. Kurt into the lane, dishes it out. Offenbach open for three. It's good.
Good feed. Good shot.
Abshire brings it up court. 65-49. Guastella with another three. This one's off the rim. No good. Back tapped and taken by Monmouth. Olsen runs it up court for the Hawks. Waits, gives it off to Kurt. Kurt dribbles top of the key, now accelerates, kicks it back to Walker right side. Walker down the right side, up with the floater. Good as she banks it in.
And Quinnipiac hasn't been able to guard Monmouth in that man-to-man. I think Monmouth's done a real good job taking the ball to the basket off the bounce.
8:40 remaining. 65-51. The Bobcats lead. Abshire wide open for three. Good.
They left some shooters open, and Abshire knocks one down.
And a timeout on the floor. That will get the Gold Rush back on the court for Quinnipiac. A 30-second timeout by Monmouth. So 8:32 remaining, and the Bobcats leading at 68-51.
I think everybody's surprised, starting with me, in the sense that Monmouth was able to play Quinnipiac even so far in this half. I mean, it's 17 points. Really, they're up 4, but they've gone head-to-head with Quinnipiac, and they've been able to go ahead and take care of what Quinnipiac's doing defensively. Offensively, they're really attacking off the bounce. And as you look at Iona, which is a team you're probably going to face on Sunday morning, that's a team that can do it off the bounce as well. So we shall see what we shall see.
You know, and it looks like there's, you know, defensively, it just doesn't look like they're ready to play when they come down. A lot of people are standing straight up, and that's where the offense is taking it off the dribble, and now you're chasing them instead of being in front of them.
You know, I think they called this immediate timeout, so we'll bow out here. Bobcats lead at 68-51. We'll be right back. Notice I gave you more tally on that one.
Bobby, I put up the stop sign there. Oh, jeez.
And we're back here as Monmouth puts the ball in play. They get it into the front court against the Bobcat Gold Rush. Right side, Kurt will put up a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Mitchell, and she lays it in.
Well, you talked a little bit about the weakness of this group, Chip, in terms of their height and being able to clear a defensive rebound.
68-53, Quinnipiac leads. Shayna Earl into the right corner for Napolitano. She bounces down low to Schuin at the right baseline. Schuin holds, gets it out to Earl, right side of the key. Back to Napolitano for three. Good.
Good feed. Way to go back to her. Good pass from Napolitano to Earl. Right back to her. Open looks. Got some elevation on her shot.
18-point Bobcat lead, 71-53. They get it down low. Offenbach up with the left hand. No good, and it's rebounded by Napolitano. Kicks it out to Earl. Earl brings it up court for the Bobcats. 7.5 remaining to Napolitano for three. Good.
Back to back. She got hot. Missed a couple, which is uncharacteristic, but she's extended this lead again.
4 Bobcats now in double figures as she has 11. Down the lane, Walker shot no good. Rebounded by Earl. Earl brings it up court. Dishes left side, Martucci. Martucci hooks a pass to the left baseline for Schuin. Faces the basket, puts up the jump way short, and rebounded by Mitchell. Hands to Kurt. 7 minutes remaining. Bobcats lead at 74-53. So we're right back to where we were at halftime, and a bump by Martucci and a foul on Adelie Martucci.
Number 3, Adelie Martucci. That's her first personal, the 5th of the half.
Oh, now they're going to call immediate timeout. All right, we're going to stay here. I'll show them. 6:55 remaining. Quinnipiac 74 and Monmouth 53. Monmouth will inbound after the non-shooting foul.
You know, Quinnipiac gets the ball down. You know, Napolitano hits 2 3-pointers right in a row, and then we come down. Schuin gets it in the corner, and Napolitano standing over on the other side with nobody on her. It's that basketball IQ. You got to get that ball to her, see if she's still hot. You know, and I think that, you know, nothing against Schuin taking the shot, but I think you got to move the ball and try to get her that third shot.
No, they're 18 years old. I think that's the thing, right? And that's why I got out of this crazy game, because your livelihood depends on what an 18-year-old is thinking. And I don't know what a 55-year-old man is thinking, let alone an 18-year-old kid, right? So I'm like, come on, man. It's a lot of sense for us when the game slows down for us and we have some sense of what's going on. But that's the part of the game, I think, as we watch generation after generation play this game. It's the communication. And I don't know if it's so much that we grew up with a high basketball IQ, but we helped the teammates, and it became something that I think was important where the whole team knew, let's talk out loud, let's get the ball in Napolitano. That's not something that's been contagious in this day and age.
Yeah, you knew when you were playing, if you didn't get that ball in Napolitano right there, you were coming out.
Because you had to think about the whole pitch, you had to think about the whole game, you had to know what everybody in the team was doing, where they were doing, and if you didn't, you were held accountable for that. Nowadays, we have trouble getting kids to be accountable for what they do, let alone where your teammates are supposed to be. So I think it's been lost from generation to generation.
Bobcats with balanced scoring. Those back-to-back threes by Napolitano give her 11 points for the afternoon. 14 points for Abshire, 15 points for Driscoll, 16 points for Jazz Martin. Inbounded by Monmouth. On the non-shooting foul, the Bethune is in the ball game. Double team, tries to get it away, gets it into the right corner for Offenbach. Offenbach dribbles, now kicks it out top of the key for Kurt. 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining to Bethune for three. Way off the mark, an air ball, and it goes out of bounds.
A better job defensively time by Quinnipiac. Gave Monmouth some space on the perimeter. Didn't close out as far, which denies dribble penetration.
Little pressure in the backcourt. Earl brings it up easily across the line against Bethune. Bounces along the right sideline for Martucci. Martucci lobs it down low to Fay. Fay into the lane. Tried to kick it back out. Threw it right to Walker. Walker out of the backcourt. Walker to the lane, to the basket. Now kicks it back out. Kurt for three. Off the rim, no good. Martucci the rebound. Throws it ahead for Earl. Just over 6 minutes remaining. Bobcats lead by 21. 74-53. To Faye down low, out to Napolitano. Her three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Kurt. Kurt rushes up court. Kurt to the foul line, dishes along the left sideline for Walker. Walker with a pull-up jump, no good. Rebounded by Martucci. Martucci runs it back the other way for Quinnipiac. Down the left side to the basket, up with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Faye, good, and she's fouled.
They talk a little bit about Faye sometimes in practices, being able to do things that you would shake your head at, and that was a shake my head at play by Faye. Athletic enough to get the rebound, finish the play, and get fouled.
SMH.
That was an SMH, right? There you go.
All right, the starters back in except for Guastella. She's on the sideline while Faye goes to the free throw line. So Abshire, Martin, Ostergaard, and Driscoll on the floor. Faye at the line trying to complete a three-point play. Flips up and hits. So she makes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. She comes out, Guastella in. 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. Bobcats 77, Monmouth 53. Bobcats led by 21 at halftime, and it's been fairly even scoring-wise here in the second half. Monmouth with the ball, Offenbach right side, Guastella out on her. Drives down the right side, pull-up jump, off the mark, rebound, Guastella. Gets it out to Abshire, and Abshire brings it out of the backcourt. Abshire to the top of the key, gives right side for Ostergaard. Now Martin for three, in and out, no good. Rebound English of Monmouth. Kicks it ahead for Kurt. Helena Kurt out of the backcourt to the left side. Crossover dribble down the left side. Driving shot. Rolls off the rim. No good. Rebound Guastella. Hands to Abshire. Abshire quickly up court for the Bobcats. Picks up the dribble. Gets it top of the key to Guastella. Left side it goes to Martin to the left baseline. Spins. Gets it to Abshire in the lane. Hooks a pass out. Right side for Ostergaard. Back out. Abshire. The jump. Good.
Real good feed that time by Ostergaard. Good heady play. Abshire stepping into her shots, and she shot it well today.
79-53 with 4:40 remaining. Bobcats well on their way to the semifinals, and they will be on Sunday morning here in Albany. Bethune, right side of the key, crossover dribble, dishes down low for English, kicks it out. Hopkins for three. It's no good. It's rebounded by Guastella. Kicks it out for Abshire. Abshire quickly into the front court for the Bobcats. Picks up the dribble, lobs it down low to Driscoll, who lays it in.
Good catch over the big girl. Good feed by Abshire, who's during this little segment of time has been Quinnipiac's best player.
81-53 to Bobcats. 4 minutes remaining. Kurt throws right side Offenbach. Her pass batted away by Guastella. Offenbach recovers it, gets it off to Hopkins. Into the right corner for Bethune. She hooks a pass out, top of the key to Kurt. Crossover dribble, pull-up jump. No good. Rebound by Driscoll, and she is fouled. So Val Driscoll, 17 points, has 9 rebounds. And we have a timeout on the floor. 3:49 remaining. Bobcats 81. Monmouth 53 on the Bobcats Radio Network.
New official rewards program for Bobcats. Sign up for this team partner promotions and complete activities. Use social media to climb the leaderboard and become the biggest fan in the MAAC. All while redeeming points for prizes. Earn points and get rewarded. It's that easy. Visit MAACFanZone.com today. Fans, remember to visit MAACSports.com/programs to download all the MAAC championship programs of the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. Make the most of the numbers in front of you every day. Play win for and numbers, 2 of the many daily draw games from the New York Lottery.
Bill Mecca coaching from cross court, trying to get some substitutes in for the Bobcats. 3:49 remaining. Women's MAAC Conference quarterfinals. Quinnipiac leads Monmouth 81-53.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see Carly Fabry play a little bit. I want to see Brittany Johnson play a little bit. We got an opportunity to see the Gold Rush play. I'd give those kids an opportunity to step up there and play on this big court, and a victory for Quinnipiac where they've exploded over the course of the last 4 or 5 minutes, and which was a large lead at 17. They've blown this thing upwards of close to 30.
Yeah, 28's pretty close.
Hey, we round up. That's what we did in Niagara, man. 68 to see.
Zone defense, a trap as Ramos comes across midcourt, gets it away to Napolitano, and she gets fouled. That foul will put Monmouth over the limit. It will put Maria Napolitano at the line to shoot 1 and 1. So Napolitano with 11 points, one of 4 Bobcats in double figures. And boy, you talk about balanced scoring. She's got 11, 17 for Driscoll, 16 for Abshire, 16 for Martin.
Yeah, they've really spread it around, and I think that's been the beauty of this team. There's been some games where one player would stand out, but it's collectively been a real good group offensively.
So Napolitano hits the first, has one more coming, misses that one. She's got 12 points. The Quinnipiac lead is 29, 82-53. Helena Kurt out of the backcourt. Comes to the top of the key, gets to a high post to Mitchell, back to the basket. Hands it off to Hopkins, coming behind her, comes to the right side with the dribble. Now hands it off to Bethune. Bethune dribbles, picks up, gets it down low for English, spins, goes to the hoop, shot no good. English gets her own rebound, now kicks it back out to Bethune. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining to English in the lane, running one-hander, good.
They had some big kids that aren't bad down the road. I mean, those kids are going to be pretty good for Monmouth.
Up court comes Ramos, gets it along the right sideline for Napolitano. Napolitano throws to Morgan Mans, backdoor pass to Ramos, misses the layup. Rebound, Schuin, shot partially blocked and taken away by English. Gives to Kurt. Kurt up court with a crossover dribble, down the lane, driving shot is good.
Kurt just picked her game up a little bit in the second half, been able to attack and get some points from Monmouth.
8 points in the second half for Kurt. 82-57 Quinnipiac. Mans goes right side, Napolitano for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Schuin, back up, shot blocked by English. Taken away by Bethune. Bethune quickly up court for Monmouth. Crosses over, now looking for help. Gets it out, top of the key to Hopkins. Pulls up for a foul line jump. Good.
Monmouth going to try to make it a little more respectable, I guess, on the scoreboard, keeping their starters in the game, but give those kids an opportunity to play.
2 minutes left, 82-59. Pass down low for Schuin. Drives, goes up for the shot, misses it, and it's rebounded by English. English looks for help, doesn't get any, starts dribbling up court, now throws ahead for Kurt. Kurt to the top of the key, dishes it out. Mitchell with the set shot from behind the arc. It's no good. Rebound tipped on, taken by English, and a timeout called by Monmouth. She just wanted to get a sub into the ball game. But subs come into the ball game for Quinnipiac as well. Carly Fabry along with Tiffany Webster and Brittany Johnson check in for the Bobcats. They join Mans and Ramos out on the floor. Minute 43 left, and the Bobcats have a 82-59 lead. Inbounded along the right sideline, and that is Dana Carbone with the ball. Hands it off to Bethune. Dribbles between 2 defenders and a reach-in foul. Brittany Johnson with the foul. That is team foul number 6 on the Bobcats, so a non-shooting foul, and Monmouth will inbound the ball. Minute 34 left. Standing between the Bobcats and the MAAC Conference semifinals. Kurt to the right side. Pulls up for a jump. No good. Rebound Bethune, and she's fouled. Tiffany Webster will pick up the foul. That puts the Bobcats over the limit. So it'll put Jemiah Bethune at the line to shoot 1-1 for the Hawks. Free throw is missed, but it's rebounded by English. Kicks it out for Carbone. Drives, has it knocked away from behind. Ball loose on the floor and knocked out of bounds by the Bobcats. And Billy Mecca's favorite, Denisa Trajikovic, into the lineup for Monmouth.
She is, too. Good call out there for the audience.
I knew that. Monmouth inbounding the ball. They get it into Kurt right side. Minute 15 remaining. Kurt comes to the top of the key, gives left side for Carbone. Gets one down low. Dragicevic goes up for the shot, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound Webster. Hands it off to Ramos, and she brings the ball up court for the Bobcats.
1 minute.
Under a minute to play. Top of the key, Mans for 3. Off the rim, no good, and Dragicevic with the rebound. Kicks it ahead for Kurt. Kurt down court, dishes. Mitchell, baseline jump, good.
I don't know if Mitchell's allowed. Don't call a timeout. Oh, they're putting subs in. I don't know if who just made that shot for Monmouth. I kind of checked out here. Who?
That's Mitchell. And she doesn't jump. No, she doesn't jump. She's
It's a set shot.
She takes set shots, yeah.
Even in transition,
Yeah.
she just real chill, like Beyonce.
45 seconds left. And Ramos brings the ball up. 82-61, the Bobcats. Fabry double-teamed along the right sideline, gets it to Mans. Into the right corner, Webster, hands behind her to Johnson. Brittany Johnson dribbles out of traffic, cross-court Fabry. Puts up the three. Off the rim, short, rebound Mitchell. 25 seconds left. Hands the ball off and into the front court with it comes Rachel Adumu. Her pass along the sideline is knocked away by the Bobcats and a foul. Foul is going to go against Monmouth. Jasmine McCall. Oh, no, they're going to call it against Quinnipiac. All right. Fabry picks up the foul, and it will put Jasmine McCall at the line to shoot 1-1.
The only reason that call went in favor of Monmouth was because of the score.
Oh, there's no question. There's no question.
McCall got hammered by McCall.
She got pushed and then jumped on.
Right.
So McCall shooting 1-1. Her free throw in and out. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and they say last touch by the Bobcats. So Monmouth will hold on to it with 17 seconds remaining. Quinnipiac leading by 21. Inbounded, McCall along the baseline, dishes it right side Adumu. Back out, Carbone for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Webster. Hands the ball to Ramos, and she will just dribble it up. The ball game will come to an end, and the Bobcats will move on to the MAAC semifinals. Final score, Quinnipiac 82, Monmouth 61. Stay where you are. We'll be back with the post-game show right after this.
With today's win, Quinnipiac advances to play the winner of our next quarterfinal game between Siena and Iona on Sunday, March 8th at 11 a.m. in a MAAC tournament semifinal. Quinnipiac fans, come to the post office now and purchase your tickets for Sunday's game. The 2015 MAAC Basketball Championship continues at the Time Student Center with the second of the four quarterfinals today as the Iona Gales take on the Siena Saints at 2:30.